Yo guys, what's going on? Blossom's back, and welcome back to another episode of South Drives. I got a chill video for you guys today, so sit back, relax, have a cup of water, milk, coffee, whatever you want, tea, and just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. You know, we're going to start off with talking about max epics today. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I recently crossed the 200 fully upgraded epic line. I recently maxed out the GMC Typhoon. So the GMC Typhoon marks my 203rd max. I've been saying legend. Hopefully I've not been saying legend, but it marks my 203rd maxed epic. And the reason to why I maxed this epic was because I wanted a car that I could use more for that 5 to 9 daily, for this the 5 to 9 standard tire daily, the one with the motocross. We literally just had that yesterday on the day of me recording this video. So the GMC Typhoon, I'm going to turn on the AC because it's getting pretty hot in here. GMC Typhoon, you know, it's a pretty significant car. It's reusable. I can use it at least once a month for that one daily with the motocross, so that's always good. Also, I've been meaning to fully upgrade this car for the longest time because not only did I want to utilize its high ground clearance, I'm also an American collector. I love the photo. This is an OG car. I thought this was a good time to do so because the most recent Tri-Series that we had, I needed to upgrade a legend, but I didn't need to upgrade any epics, which meant I had some ultra rare fuses lying around, and I was like, you know what? I don't get a lot of passion projects. I'm going to put in the GMC Typhoon today. So the reason why I want to talk about fully upgraded epics is because A, yes, I've recently crossed a 200 max epic milestone, but also B, I'm a pretty sentimental guy, you know, and I like stories. And the thing is, you know, with epics, they're pretty expensive to upgrade. For some of us, they're really expensive to upgrade, and for some of us, they're really cheap. But you know, I'm not going to count those guys, those whales. But you know, for most of us, these are expensive investments, and there has to be a solid reason for a lot of us to fully upgrade these cars, whether we needed it for an event, whether it's a favorite car that we have in real life, etc., right? So each and every single one of these fully upgraded epics that I'm going to show you here, they all have a story, and I really enjoy that. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I've been playing the game as long as I have, because of my garage, because of the character that it brings to the table, right? Because of the memories that, you know, all of these cars have and share. So let's talk about the 203 fully upgraded epics that I have fully upgraded. Obviously, I can't talk about every single one. We'll be here all day, but we'll go through the significant ones, right? We'll start with these two Volvos, the XC90 and the XC40, both of which terrible, absolutely terrible cars. If I remember correctly, I think the XC40 way back when had 83 handling, then it got a nerf. What makes this thing pretty cool though is that it's lightweight, 1500 kilograms, right? Compared to the XC90, which is 2100 kilograms, and they're both the same RQ. I mean, this is just ridiculous, honestly. I mean, yes, there's a 0.5 second difference, but I gotta tell you, as an owner of the XC90, this doesn't win anything for me. But I think, you know, as a precursor from the previous update when this was an RQ64 Epic for quite some time, remember that? I think it's foreshadowing for what's to come. This is probably going to become an ultra rare, and I'm going to get some juicy tokens in my garage. I hope so. Anyway, why do I have these two Volvos fully upgraded? Viper GTSR finals. It got me the Viper GTSR. I had to max 3 Volvo epics for that, and those are 2 of them. Roof RCT, also a Tri-Series, and I think a lot that you would see for the lower end are all Tri-Series stuff. Opel Corsa. Now, these I never fully upgraded with ultra rare. So what happened was that 2 years ago, with the token changes and the rarity changes, these two Opels, they used to be ultra rares. They went up to epic, and I used my tokens on those 2 cars, actually, believe it or not. They're really useful, and they have always been useful until I think it was European Grand Tour or whatever, the one, New Wave, I think it's New Wave, the one that brought the Citroen Zara kit car. Yeah, that basically made my Opel Corsas useless. But outside of the Citroen, this is still the second best thing. Nissan Patrol used to be an ultra rare that went up to epic. I didn't use any tokens on that. This is just a really old car, 2,418 days, and basically this was before the time of the tokens. This was when an ultra rare just went epic, and the upgrades didn't go away. They just stayed there. So yeah, Nissan Patrol Nismo. It's so old that I can actually just, you know, sell it for a profit because I maxed this as an epic, as an ultra rare, sorry. Selling an ultra is 58,000. It went up to epic. I can sell it for 125,000 now if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm not going to do that because this thing is truly a relic. The Bluebird, this was a passion project. At the start of JPT, I got this thing pretty early, maxed it right away. I think it's been useful for a Tri-Series, but I didn't max it for a Tri-Series purpose. It was because I knew that it was just going to be good. Now, here we go. 2 more. These 2 competed in the same final for me. Bugatti Chiron Sport. So, Camaro ZL1, also one LE, ZL1 convertible. I maxed it out for the first ever Dodge Demon Final. Yep, first ever Dodge Demon Final. One of the cars that I had to fully upgrade. Ford F-150 SVT Raptor. One of my oldest epics in my garage, seriously. I think only younger than the BMW 7 Series that we will see in a bit. 2,525. 25. That's a really, really old car. I remember this one. I got this from a 5x carbon fiber from the BMW M3 GTS Spectacular event back in 2018, right at the start. I think it was January 2018. I remember I won the event and I unpacked the 5x carbon fiber outside of my friend's house. Well, not really friend, I guess. Well, basically what happened was that we had like a math test coming up, and you know me, man, I'm terrible at math. I needed someone to like basically tutor me for math. It was a dude in my grade. He was really, really freaking smart, and he offered to help me out, and I was like, all right, thanks. He helped me out with the math test. And that was it. So I don't know if it's a friend, but anyway, I remember that I was like, oh yeah, I'm by the door. I was ringing the doorbell, and I was like, oh wait a minute, I can go unpack the I can unpack the 5x carbon fiber. We got the SVT Raptor. I believe I have this recorded, screen recording. On my YouTube channel. Go all the way back to 2018 at the start. You'll probably find it around. Caterham, right. This one I also moved my tokens over. This came during World Expo. These two, though, again, same fate as the Nissan Patrol. They used to be Ultras. They went up to Epic, and I just got free upgrades for it, basically. Audi Auto Union. Oh my goodness, this thing is honestly the best RQ65 in the game. In my opinion, this is the best RQ65 in the game. This and that Citroen Zara kit car, I would say maybe top 5, among the top 5, but this is number 1. Because the Zara, I don't know if it's top 3 or top 5. I didn't think about every 65 in the game, but this is number 1. In my opinion, this is number 1. I love this thing. It's able to beat things in like the RQ90 ranges, and I am afraid to see what the new RQ of this car is going to be, because if Hutch is buffing the hell out of the RQs of specialists, you know, this thing might be going up to RQ79. But even then, honestly, even then, it would still be really good, so whatever. Mercedes-Benz C112. This was for Sauber? Was it Sauber C9? Or was it Hennessy? Oh, I can't remember anymore, but it was a Tri-Series. Definitely a Tri-Series. Pajero Evolution, this was for like a challenge. I think it was a challenge series or a tune-up or something like that. Infiniti Q50 was for a challenge. SVT Cobra R, that was kind of like a passion project. It didn't really win me much. This one I don't remember. I literally don't remember. But honestly, if I have to max out a Skoda that's RQ67, it was for a reason. I think either a GT series or a tune-up challenge or some kind of challenge, because I don't think that this car is going to be useful in a Tri-Series either. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember what I did with that. Escalade V, this was pretty recent, right? And I already forgot what I used it for. Seriously, I think it was Koenigsegg Gemera. Koenigsegg Gemera HV8. I'm pretty sure that's what I was needed for. And this was also upgraded the Cursed Way 323 instead of the popular drag spec. So yeah. K-Mon GTS. Here's another one. This was an ultra rare, and now it's an epic. Yeah, it used to be an ultra rare back in the day. RQ22 went up to epic. I just got free upgrades for that. Peugeot Flux, again, used this in a final. Can't remember. No, it wasn't a final. 2007. What was it? It was anniversary, right? Anniversary event, 5-time legend pack. Pretty sure that's what it was for. So that was pretty useful. This for a daily. I got a few epics now that I upgraded just for dailies, and this is one of them. Ford GT70. This is a daily car, and like I said, that's why I'm saying that, you know, repetitiveness is key, or replayability is key, because this car has not been useful in any Tri-Series that I can remember, but the fact that it's part of a daily event, you know, that happens, you know, once or twice a month, makes it really useful for me. You know, like I can use it time and time again. It will get me value. I'm completely happy with that. As long as I know that I can use this car next month, or if I can use any car, any epic in the following months to come on a regular basis, on a regular routine, I will probably max it out. And this is one of the great reasons, you know, one of the great examples. Aston Martin DBS Carbon Black Edition. Dude, this was when Aston Martin was first added to top drives during Great Exhibition. I was so hyped because Aston Martin, you know, as a kid, has always been one of my favorite manufacturers. It used to, I mean, my top 3 always used to be like, what, Aston Martin, Porsche, Dodge. Sometimes it was Mercedes. Now Mercedes is obviously a lot more prevalent in the rankings. I would say Mercedes is now a solid top 3, maybe even top 2 with Dodge, and that's mainly because of bias. I own one now, and I just love it, right? But you never know, you know, like maybe one day I'll buy an S. No, who am I kidding? I'll probably never buy an S. I don't know. We'll see. Watch my videos, guys. Maybe. Lotus Siege RGT. This took me the longest time to fully upgrade. I'm not even joking. I owned this car for a very long time, but I'm pretty sure that I had it stock for at least a year. And then finally, you know what? I was getting beat by it too often in clubs. I was like, all right, I'm gonna bite the bullet. Let's fully upgrade it because this doesn't fit any niche that I try to compete in. You know, UK or just Great Britain, GB, is one of my weaker countries in terms of the big 6 countries. Probably one of my weaker ones. I don't have a fully upgraded British Legend off the top of my head. I don't think I have one at all. Yeah, British cars has never really been my forte, I would say. It's never been my strongest suit. So, you know, the XC kind of stood out as a sore thumb because, like, I had to fully upgrade it. I had to invest in it. But then again, it's so useful. I've no regrets. Just saying that that's the reason why it was stocked for, like, a year while I owned it. Lancer 037, again, fully upgraded with tokens when it went up from Ultra to Epic. That thing is fantastic. Jaguar XKRS. This one is also an anomaly. I do not remember why I maxed this. It had to be for some kind of reason, but I forget. It's an old one, right? 1,661 days. I've not used it much either. I'm using it currently in the qualifiers, and it's not doing a good job for me. But yeah, we have it fully upgraded. It was used to be RQ 72. I think, now it's 68. This, Sauber C9, right? Or C9? C11? Sauber C11, I think it was. BMW M340D, also fully upgraded for some kind of tri-series, can't remember what it was. These two, Apollo Intensa and Mozione. Only reason why it won races for me during the Apollo Intensa and Mozione, I mean, it won me the Apollo Intensa, but the only reason why I made a difference was because JPT was super new, so not a lot of players had the chance of pulling 79s. Now, if you made another Subaru final, these cars will make no impact anymore. No, zero, nada, zip. But yeah, just back then during the first, like, what, 2 weeks of the update, JPT, they made a difference mainly because, you know, no one had a better option, but now everyone has a better option. I say that in like a relative, in a relative term. Not everyone literally has it, but you get what I mean. The people that I compete with, chances are they have a 79 Subaru that's already fully upgraded, and so do I. Peugeot 207S 2000. Oh, this is good. This is good. Not 1999. That's a Peugeot Maxi. That's 1999. This was fully upgraded for whatever the first European Revolution prize car was. I think I won it. I just don't remember what the... Yeah, it was for a prize car, though. Chevrolet Stingray was for a prize car as well. Whatever the first American Overdrive Tri-Series prize car was. Y'all remember these? Because I really don't. But I just know if it was for a Tri-Series or not. The Viper ACR, also for a Tri-Series, but then again, you know, it's a Viper. It's a second-gen Viper. One of my favorite generations of Vipers from 1999, which is the reason why it's one of my favorite generations of Viper. So yeah, this was going to get fully upgraded, whether as a passion project or for a tri-series. This was for a tri-series. I cannot remember what it was for. These are, I mean, like, again, like, how old is this car? Because I know that this was, I fully upgraded it the day I got it. And, not the day I got it, but I started upgrading it, you know, the day that I got it. And yeah, that's like, you're trying to ask me what was the prize car given out 1,400 days ago. I couldn't tell you. I feel like a Bentley EXP GT, maybe? I don't know. ZL1 1LE. You know how we talked about, not 1LE, just ZL1. You know how we talked about the convertible earlier? This was the same one. That was for the Demon. I'll always remember that. Demon's one of my favorite finals. Bristol Fighter, fully upgraded that just because. I don't think it was for a tri-series, honestly. Fateson. Oh, I remember this. This was for, what was it? Ride of the Valkyries? Or Riders of the Storm, one or the other, one of the first ever collection series in Top Drives. Yeah, that's a very, very, very old one. I think this was for an Aston Martin Vulcan. Yeah, Vulcan. I think it was for Vulcan, for Valky. 156 GTA Super 2000, Tri-Series. Ram, this just used to be fantastic back in the day. It used to be such a meta car. Super Forester XTI, geez, this car was not... It was not fun for me to fully upgrade. So basically the thing about this was I got it to 2-star for some kind of challenge. I believe it was a GT series, and it was 2-star for the longest time. And I only maxed it out because I had basically OCD. I just wanted to finish it. I don't like having 2-star epics just sitting there in my garage. So I was like, you know what? Let's just fully upgrade this, man. Let's just fully upgrade. Let's forget about it. It's done to zip. I barely use this car, by the way. 105 races in 933 days, and I'm guarantee you that at least 50% out of these 105 races are pity races in clubs. That's it. Racing against bots. That's why I use these cars sometimes. Love this. I maxed the E63S the moment I bought my car. So I own a W212. I do not own an AMG. I wish. I would love one day, honestly, this is one of my dream cars now, the estate version, an estate AMG E63S W212. Love this. I can say that it is truly medium ground clearance. Well, mine is medium ground clearance. I don't know if the AMG is medium ground clearance, but yeah, I maxed this out the moment I bought my car. And honestly, this is one of two W212s that I have. I have the W212-1, which I believe is an RQ66. I should fully upgrade that too. But I'm seeing, honestly, if it goes down to ultra rare, then, you know, I don't need to fully upgrade it now. I can wait for it to be an ultra rare. We'll see. But this car has been relatively useful for me because it's medium ground clearance and it's got a ridiculously low 0 to 60. I feel like it deserves more MRA. The handling is warranted because even my W212 doesn't handle very well, I'll be honest. Giselle's CLA handles a lot better than mine. But anyway, the AMG E63S, I love this car. I love it so much. I've owned it for 761 days, and I've used it 326 times, which is, you know, honestly pretty decent for, you know, a car like this that has never been useful in a tri-series or a daily event or anything like that. But then again, you know, it's mostly getting used against clubs, against bots probably. But I really like this car. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. I mean, Tri-Series, I think. Janetta, I don't remember why the Janetta. I guarantee you Tri-Series. Hold in the same one for that Sauber, right? For that, this, and also the green pickup truck that we'll look at, the Ute. Then we got a bunch of American Frontier stuff, right? We got the Juice, we got the SRT 10s. All of these were for prize cars, / I wanted to do it because they're Dodge. That's it. Z28, oh yeah, talking about oldest ever epic, this one is one of my oldest ones, the drag spec Z28. How old is this guy? It's ancient, dude. 2,637 days. And yes, it's now older than the amount of races I put into this car, which is crazy because this used to be one of my most used cars at the start of my Top Drives playing career. But obviously we use it less and less when you get better epics, right? This used to be an RQ26. This used to be medium ground clearance. You remember that shit? Oh man. Now it's RQ70, and I'm probably in a future update, this might actually go down to 69, which is crazy. Because this used to be one of the best epics in the game. I got two of them, right? So one is this 323. Unfortunately, again, I got this really early on, and it is what it is, man. 2,583 days is not 233. What can you say, right? Early game mistake. So if you're watching this video and you're brand new to Top Drives, don't go 323 on performance tire epics, you know, that are low ground clearance. Go 233 unless they're a dragster, right? This is ancient too. This car, 2,598 days, used to be an ultra rare and it went up to an epic. So again, it went up to epic for free for me because this was before tokens. This is for a tri-series. I know what this is for. Peugeot HDI FAP. That's what it was. Yep. Did not have the Mitsubishi Evo 6 or Evo 4. Evo 4. I think it was Evo 4. But the Audi RS6 was the second best option. So this was good. And I fully upgraded it back then when it used to be medium ground clearance. It got nerfed. Obviously, the Mitsubishi remained medium. But of course, the one that I have got nerfed. And now it's just terrible. Zagato. Again. This was out of hype from Great Exhibition. Just like the other Aston. Grande Punto. Just because it was so good. It used to be medium ground clearance. Right? It's not medium anymore. Still handles really well though. Which is pretty nice. Zagato, Tri-Series, this was Tri-Series. If you see a car that's not from my niche, it's probably a Tri-Series. This was also a Tri-Series, but also Passion Project. Could be both, honestly. GT3 RS, the 996 is my favorite. Right, I love fried egg headlights. I've said this so many times on the channel. I think you guys know my taste by now, man. I love those fried egg headlights. A couple of more relevant epics here. We got two 911 GT2s, again, for a Tri-Series purpose, but also because I love the 996 model. Renault Laguna, because, you know, one of the things that I can easily do is to stay up to date with the front-wheel drive meta in clubs. Most of the best front-wheel drive cars in the game, actually all of the front-wheel drive meta cars in the game, are all prize cars. So as long as you can win the prize cars ever so often, maybe 2 or 3 of them come out per year, and you can just fully upgrade them, just stay on top of that front-wheel drive, you know, niche, and you'll be fine, because this is a cash cow in clubs. Front-wheel drive comes up all the time. There are not a lot of cars. It's a small pool of cars that are running at the top. Laguna is going to be fantastic for you. I've used it 2,421 times, basically 2 times a day, right? This car gets a lot of freaking use for me, especially if you play clubs. CLK DTM, this was a Hellcat killer, right? It was a Hellcat killer. This thing was scary, and that's why I fully upgraded it. And here are the Hellcats, got 3 of them fully upgraded. One was because it was brand new, and 2 others were because of silver screen. Yeah, the first ever silver screen. I think the first ever collection series. Here's the M3 GTS. So I forget how old was the Raptor? Was it 2525? Yeah, it was 2525. It was the same pack, guys. It was the same pack. See, I remember these things. I might not remember what prize car I won, but I know if I won it for a tri-series, and you know, I remember that one, man. That's an OG one. This and the Raptor, they came hand in hand. I had some other epics in there as well, but they're no longer with us. Chevrolet Mirai used to be an ultra rig, went up to epic. Yeah, free one for me. We got the Audi RS3 LMS as well. Again, we're talking about that front wheel drive niche, staying on top of the game, right? Pandion tri-series, Subaru WRX tri-series, W12 tri-series, C12 tri-series, AMG GT for fun, Exceed tri-series, Maloo again tri-series, Sauber C11, right? So that was always really good. Double GTSR concept, also tri-series. Can't remember what it was. This thing has won me like 5, 6, 7, 8 prize cars. It's insane. Honestly, this has won me more prize cars than anything else in my garage. I can say that pretty easily with like 99% confidence that no other car has won me more prize cars, and has not been eligible for more tri-series than the Viper GTSR concept. This thing is fantastic. It used to be 77, then it went on 76, now it's 73. Great MRA, low-ish 0 to 60, amazing handling, high top speed. Back in the day of top drives, like when American Frontier was coming around back in like 2020, you know, having a car that was 3.398 as an epic was like the standard. Now I know that the standard for an epic is more like 2.999 or like 2.998 or something like that, or 3.099. But back then, 4 years ago, 3.398 was the shit. And having any car that could get a combination of those statistics with good MRA with a high top speed was ridiculous. So yeah, I love that car. CT4, useless. I thought I was gonna fully upgrade it and max it and it would be useful in some kind of American overdrive final. It was not, because it was losing to the CT5 and everyone had the CT5 by the time the Koenigsegg final came around. Grand Sport, yeah, this thing used to be like one of the best epics back in the day as well. It used to be an RQ26, 3.299 fully upgraded, fantastic car. We got the BMW M2 CS, Isama, got a massive boost, didn't it? XC70. I don't know why. Every time I see this car, I think about Jakob. Because I remember I did a garage review for him and I was like, you gotta max this car. It's gonna be really useful in very niche events. And I gotta say, it's been very useful for me as well in said niche events. I've used it 282 times. I've run it for 288 days. Got a pretty good win ratio because I'm not racing this thing in clubs. I'm racing this thing competitively in events. And for it to hold an 80% win ratio for an epic, I would say it's pretty impressive. Yellowbird as well. This is a pretty old one, right? Yeah, 1661. We've got the GT2 Tri-Series, also passion project. It basically worked really well. One of my favorite parts of the fully upgraded epic collection, and those are going to be the Hellcats, who got 6 fully upgraded Hellcats sitting side by side over here. It's a bit of a shame that the green Challenger isn't going to be with the wide body and of course the SRT Hellcat, but hey, you know, if we talk about memories, these are some of the best ones, right? I think the drag spec one is the one that I insta max right on the spot. You guys remember this? This was my birthday, December 30th, 2020. So I guess you can say if you Googled it right now, 1,451 days ago should be December 30th, right? That should be my birthday. And yeah, we got that from an opening. It was a 2018 carbon fiber, because you know me, man, I've opened over 100 Dodge carbon fibers, never got the wide body once. 2018 carbon fiber, I think pretty sure Leo, he told me to open it, we got it, fully upgraded it on the spot. No survivors, no gold survivors either. We maxed it out right there just in a couple of seconds, and that was just absolutely wonderful. The second wide body came in the same opening as well, also on my birthday, and this one was from an American premium, so they should be the same days old, right? 1451 and 1451. Yep, same day, guys, same day. It doesn't get any better than that. This was the car. You know, I was chasing this car for over a year, I think almost 2 years, and we finally got it. Charger SRT Hellcats, I love them too. I love them so much. They will always be staples in my garage. Oh man, let's have a look at this one more time. Oh no, it's gone. Let's have a look at that. Let's look at the Challenger one more time, man, because that just brings such a wild smile to my face. There we go. Wow. That's perfect. Couldn't get any better than that. On my birthday, we pulled that. That best top drives present ever, dude. Moving on to some other high-end epics over here, mostly Char Series purposes. Actually, both these BMW M3 CSs, passion projects. Because like I said, you know, back then, 3.398 was the premier stat. for older epics, and this car was able to get 3.198. There was an argument back in the day, because German Renaissance came, what, 2019? 2019, 2018, I think it was 2019. Back in the day, there was a slight argument where people were saying, oh, is this thing, like, should it be a legend? Like, it was so good, and the only reason why I think it wasn't a legend was because it didn't have, like, 90 MRA. It had, like, 80 MRA or something, 82 MRA, something like that. But yeah, man, it's so good, and I love the photo. I love the photo of that. OGs remember the old photo, by the way. It's the same thing, but it was, like, slightly tilted. Like, right now, it's flat, right? It's linear, but like, back in the day, it used to be tilted a bit. It used to be at, like, some kind of, like, 25-degree angle or something like that. But yeah, man, love it. Absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Super stock, right? Was this also fully upgraded on the spot? I can't remember if it was when packaged with Giselle. And yeah, it's a fantastic pull, right? And then, like I said, CT4 was useless because everyone had the CT5 already. I myself included, so it doesn't really matter. One of my oldest epics here as well, the Z06, 2,186 days. I think it used to have another photo as well. Like, this is a photo revamp, right? Wyatt will remember. Wyatt will definitely remember. Talking about cars that I only upgrade just for dailies, by the way. This is one just for the daily. My drag spec 750i. It's fully upgraded for the same one, the 5 to 9 seater standard tire daily, and it's got great MRA, and that's the reason why I went drag spec on this car. That is all, and it's been so useful for me for those dailies, right? 321 races, 83% win ratio, and all of those races were probably done on that one daily. That's all, man, and it's great. It's useful. It's useful. CC100 again. Remember 3.398 used to be the premier stat. This thing also has like 99 MRA. This used to be one of the best legendaries in the game. Now it's just okay. It's kind of sad actually because that thing is amazing. Then we got the RSR. This I hate this car. I hate it so much because I upgraded the wrong way. You know, this was back when like I didn't call all the shots, as in like I believed other people. And one of my like viewers told me in like the YouTube comments, like, oh, 323, trust me, is the way to go. I'm a Porsche collector. And I was like, oh, okay, you're a Porsche collector, I'll trust you. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. I want to sell this thing. It's failed me more times than it has not failed me. That it has failed me more times than it has flourished in my garage. I hate it. I have two others of these, by the way. I have three of them. I can go 2 through 3 on another one and sell this away, but Chickens doesn't want me to sell this because it's like its character. You know, it makes my garage unique and all that kind of stuff. I hate it. Every time I see the 1974 daily, like 1969, 1974 daily, and I use the Carrera, and I know someone else in my bracket is an RSR, I know that I will lose to it because that dude went 2-3-3, and when I went 3-2-3, I am so genuinely pissed that is 3-2-3. I hate it. I hate it so much. Got a couple of Cyclones, got the Typhoon that we just talked about, right? Also used for the daily, max it out, most recent one. GT40 race car, super useful. Absolutely love this machine. The MR in that thing is ridiculous. Got two Challenger Hellcat red-eye wide bodies as well, adding on to that fully upgraded Hellcat collection. We've got a lot of G80 BMWs. It's honestly one of my favorite generations of BMW. I know a lot of people don't like the grille. I love the grille. It's fantastic. Audi SQ7 was for some kind of random challenge. This, believe it or not, was a passion project. This was a fully upgraded Epic number 202. The GMC was 203. This is 202 because finally I have a rear-wheel drive Audi that's actually good. You know, like all of the Audis that I had fully upgraded my garage before the R8 rear-wheel drive, I was forced to do so for a tri-series. They all handle like shit. They're all four-wheel drive. They're overinflated. This was the first Audi that I actually upgraded that I actually like wanted to use at my own will. Sorry, second Audi, because the other one is the other rear-wheel drive Audi. But having two of those now, yeah, I'm really happy to have both of them in my garage. Aerial Nomad is fantastic. I hated it at the start because it was such a bad off-road tire car. But then I realized, wait a minute, we must adapt and improvise. This is not an off-road tire car. Those tires are fake. We don't use it for off-road situations. We use this for British city streets. Yep, British city streets, and it will be fantastic for you. So, great car. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? It's a terrible off-roader car. Don't use it in the off-road. It will get smoked by the four-wheel drive off-roaders, or even just an off-road tire car that's rear-wheel drive that just simply handles better. But hey, use it on dry city streets, UK city streets. It is going to be a fantastic car for you. Anyway, let's move on now. We've got Lingenfelter. I don't care. I'm calling it Lingenfelter. Got the jailbreak, right? This was like the it came from some kind of special event. I think it was like 2016 5 times were the requirements for that. Really happy to get that. There was no way that I was missing up the opportunity to get a car like that. And then we got some high range cars here, man. This was for a tri-series, right? Very recent tri-series. I don't even remember what it was for. Not Ford Supervan, the one before. Hennessy? No. Zenvo? I can't remember. It was for a tri-series though. It was for a tri-series, man. This one I also don't remember fully upgrading. I don't think this was for a tri-series, but then again, I don't think this was a passion project. It had to be for something. Oh, here's the other Audi, by the way. So like I said, there were 2 Audis that I fully upgraded, that I wanted to fully upgrade, that are high end, and it's this one and obviously the other R8 rear-wheel drive. So yeah, like I said, you know how 3.399 used to be the thing? Now it's 3.099, or not anymore, because this is 78. What are the best? By the way, this car has really withstood the test of time, because it's still freaking RQ78. I got this, it was like RQ24 or 25. This is one of my oldest epics. I think the only one that's older than this is the Camaro. This might be older than the Camaro, 2596. So it's younger than the Camaro, but it's definitely older than the Raptor and all those other epics that we've seen. Most of the other epics. One of the oldest epics in my garage. The first ever epic that I got from a ceramic pack. And yeah, I'm glad that I still have it, and I cannot believe it's RQ70. I don't think it deserves 78, honestly. It's not that good. It's not even good. It's just there, honestly. Oh goodness me. Yeah, the 3 Razvani beasts. I had no choice. I wanted to win the prize car. If you had the Charger Hellcat Red Eye wide body, that would have been a better option as well in whatever final this was competing for. I think it was for the Hennessy Venom Spider, but obviously I couldn't pull the Charger to save my life, but I pulled like 5. I had 5 of these cars at one point, so 3 of which are fully upgraded because I had no other choice. Where is that oh, the Charger's not in this video because I don't have it fully upgraded. Right. This was recent. Was this Christmas collect? No, it wasn't Christmas collect. What the hell? What did we did? This was like the most it was like Gunter's or something. It was some kind of recent collection that we just had. My memory. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I might remember, like, you know, the winning hand that I had for the Bugatti Chiron Sport and the Dodge Demon that came out like 4 years ago. But I can't remember why I fully upgraded this. I know I fully upgraded this for like some kind of GT challenge or some kind of collection series that came out like literally like 2 months ago. But yeah, it is what it is. Double I-Pace is fantastic. KTM Expo, fantastic. This was a fully upgraded epic number 201. 202 was the Audi, and then 203 was the GMC Typhoon. So yeah, this is also one of my most recent fully upgrades. And we end off with, of course, the ZL11LE, the CT6, and of course the Corvette Stingray 2.598. Yeah, that's crazy. That's legendary stats, honestly. Just because this car has no MRA, that's all. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I know it's a pretty long video, so I hope you haven't fallen asleep or anything like that. But really enjoyed talking to you guys. Really enjoyed sharing my collection. You know, 7 years of Max Legends. There are a lot of memories here, and you know, one day maybe if Top Drive dies, at least I'll still have this video to watch. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight.